Hi, this is Dave, Fellow Running Guide. Welcome to this week's navigation task. We're in the Peak District again for this task. What I want you to do is identify the precise point on the map where this photo was taken and identify some of the landscape features that you used to make that decision. So how have you worked out the location? We're using the Ordnance Survey 1 to 25,000 map for the task. So let's have a look a bit more closely at that photograph. And what are some of the major features that we can see? Well, we've got this very obvious high rocky ground here with this ridge dropping down off its right shoulder, which then flattens and then drops away gradually again. If we look closely at this point, we might be able to see a drainage feature that's coming down here, changing direction and coming down again into this big valley bottom, and possibly another drainage feature here. We've got this middle ground here, beyond which it looks like there's a valley maybe with a stream running down it, because we can see at this point here looks like there's a junction with another drainage feature coming down from this ground here, and that is obscured by this ridge in the foreground coming down quite steeply and then flattening off before dropping away again down and out of sight there. And just at this side of it, we can't see for definite, but it looks like there's possibly a drainage feature coming down here, and maybe even another one here. We can't see for definite because it's obscured by this rumor here, but we're all on a very steep slope. You can see the ground drops away quite steeply just in front of these people. So can we make sense of that on the map? Can we identify any of those features? Well, we've got a high point here that drops steeply down, flattens and then drops away again with a stream underneath it. So that looks promising. We've also got another edge here that drops away steeply, flattens and drops away again. So could we be looking at that? Well, if we compare the two, remember we talked about those drainage features coming off from this the flat point. Well, on this Blackden Moor there are no streams coming off there, whereas on here, look, we've got two. We've got that first one that I identified coming down with the kink and then draining down, and then this other one here. Let's just go back and check those out. So that one there and this one there. What about these lines here? Can you see that? We've got a line feature going along there, and then we've got another one here. Are they evident on the map? Let's have a look. Well, they could well be these paths here coming along, and then this one here, it comes narrow directly underneath the flattening and then widens out there. Is that what happens? Well, there you can see narrowing, and then that path goes along there and this one continues down. So that's all making sense. What about this stream junction then, which is to the right of this stream feature? So there's the first stream feature, so that would make this stream junction Upper Seal Clough with that tongue dropping down there. Okay, so far so good. What about this feature here, this ridge in the foreground dropping down and flattening, and we'd have that stream beyond it and possibly a stream this side of it. So can we see that? Well, what about this ridge sticking out here, dropping down steeply and then flattening and dropping away again? And then we've got this stream here, Middle Seal Clough, coming down. So that puts us somewhere on this area here, looking across. We've got that one stream and then another stream, and then looking across over to there. What about this boundary line here, this black line? Is there a wall or a fence visible on that photograph? Well, the eagle-eyed among us might have spotted a feature there and there. It's a little bit more evident if we zoom in. You can just see a fence line there, fence coming along here, and then fence post there. So we're obviously above that fence line. So those arrows are all coming out from where the photo was taken. This point here looking at or pointing towards the key features that would have helped you make that decision. And this circle here is that ridge just in front of us to the left. So I hope you learned something from that or found it interesting or useful. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Look out for next week's navigation task. Bye for now.